Loud guys get attention. Silent guys get curiosity. You men keep trying to show your confidence, but the truth is, real confidence isn't shown. It's felt. And every time you overshare, overexplain, or overdo it, you kill the very thing that makes you attractive. Today, I'll show you 9 masculine secrets that flip everything around. Starting with what most of you do in the first 5 seconds that quietly repels women, friends, and even clients. Welcome to EMA, the place where high-value men come to get inspired, to level up their style, own their love life, and take charge of their relationships. Number 1, own the room with quiet grand posture. You walk into a room, and whether you realize it or not, you're being scanned. People notice how you stand before they hear you speak, and most men blow it in the first 5 seconds. They shift their weight from foot to foot, slouch just enough to look uncomfortable, pull at their shirt, or lock their arms like they're posing for a middle school photo. It doesn't read cool or low-key, it reads nervous. What to do instead? Own the room with quiet, grounded posture. Stand like you've got nothing to prove, but everything under control. Feet shoulder-width apart. Chin level. Shoulders back, not exaggerated, just open. Arms relaxed. Zero fidgeting. You want your presence to say one thing clearly. I'm not here to impress. I'm just built like this. Here's the subtle magic. This posture doesn't ask for attention, it commands it. And when you hold yourself this way consistently, people start reacting differently around you. They give you more space. They listen when you speak. They adjust their posture just being near you. And it's not just about how people see you. It's how you start feeling about yourself. You feel grounded, solid, capable. You stop performing and you start showing up. And the real twist? This is just the beginning. We're about to dive even deeper. Number 2, speak slowly. Talk screams insecurity. Here's what most guys get wrong. They rush their words like they're afraid someone's going to cut them off. Sentences tumble out, words blur, they barely breathe between thoughts, and it comes off like they're pitching, not speaking. It doesn't sound confident. It sounds like they're asking for permission to keep talking. What to do instead? Speak slower. Not in a dragged out, theatrical way. Just deliberately. Let there be space between your words. Let your tone settle. It signals control. It signals that you're used to being listened to and that you expect others to keep up, not the other way around. This change alone flips the energy in any room. People start leaning in. They wait for you to finish, and what you say lands harder. Not because you said more, but because you said it better. And here's the part most men overlook. Fast talking doesn't just make you sound unsure, it makes you feel unsure. Slow your pace, and your thoughts settle. Your presence sharpens. You stop chasing validation with your voice and start drawing people in with your silence. Number 3, dress with tension, structure plus subtle rebellion. Most guys dress in extremes. Either it's completely safe, plain polo, baggy jeans, dad sneakers, or it's a loud, attention-hungry mess. Ripped everything, mismatched colors, accessories doing too much. In both cases, it screams the same thing. I'm trying to figure this out. What to wear instead? Dress with tension. That means pairing structure with just a hint of rebellion. Start with something classic, a tailored jacket, structured trousers, clean boots. Then break it, just slightly. Maybe a graphic tee under the blazer. Maybe some minimal rings. Maybe rugged denim with an elegant coat. The goal isn't to look like you're following rules. The goal is to look like you've mastered them, then broke a few on purpose. This creates visual balance, and more importantly, personality. You become memorable without saying a word. You look confident without having to announce it. This tension draws attention because it makes people look twice. Men respect it. Women are curious about it. And you feel more aligned, like your clothes aren't just covering you, they're speaking for you. You don't need expensive brands. You need contrast, intent, and a little bit of unpredictability. That's how you dress like you know exactly who you are. Number 4, smile with control, not to please. Most men smile too often, and for the wrong reasons. Nervous smile when someone makes eye contact. Polite smile when they're unsure what to say. Forced grin to fill silence. It doesn't come off as friendly, it comes off as approval seeking. What to do instead? Smile with control. Let it be intentional, not automatic. Smile when something genuinely moves you. When you're leading the interaction, not reacting to it. This small shift makes your smile powerful. People start seeing it as a reward, not a reflex. And here's the deeper truth. When you don't smile to please, you give off an energy that says, I like myself, with or without your validation. That's what people are drawn to. A calm, reserved face makes you appear thoughtful, composed, mysterious. So when you do smile, it lands. It matters. This isn't about being cold. It's about knowing your presence is enough. And your smile? That's the exclamation point, not the introduction. Number 5, look people in the eye just 1 second longer. Here's the mistake most men make. They either avoid eye contact entirely, or they overdo it and turn it into a stare down. Both come off awkward. One screams insecurity, the other feels like a challenge no one asked for. What to do instead? Look people in the eye, and then hold it just 1 second longer than you normally would. Not long enough to be weird, just long enough to be felt. That extra second creates tension in the best way. It says, I see you. I'm not flinching. You stay calm, collected, certain. It makes the conversation feel personal, even if it's just a passing interaction. For women, it creates a spark. For men, it signals respect, but also strength. And for you, it builds internal calm. You're not rushing to prove anything. You're there, fully. This 1 second shift, it's subtle, but once you master it, you'll never go back. Because presence isn't about being loud, it's about being undeniable. Number 6, move with intent, not speed. Most guys move like they're on fast forward, rushing to open doors, hurrying through hand gestures, adjusting their shirt mid-conversation. It looks frantic, like they're trying to keep up with the world instead of directing their own pace. What to do instead? Move with intent. Every gesture, every step, every shift in posture, make it deliberate. Don't rush to sit, don't fumble to grab your drink, don't swing your arms like you're late for gym class. Controlled movement signals control of self. It says you're not chasing the moment, you are the moment. Think about the guys people naturally watch in a room. They don't move fast, they move well, like they know they belong, and nothing around them is going to change that. This doesn't just make you more attractive, it makes you more trusted. People associate stillness and smooth movement with calm, clarity, and leadership. You don't have to overperform, you just have to slow down and mean it. Number 7, master your scent, trigger memory and emotion. Here's where most men go wrong. They rely on whatever body spray they grabbed in high school, or they overdo it with cologne that enters the room before they do. Either way, it smells like effort, not identity. What to use instead? Master your scent. Find one fragrance that feels like you, clean, warm, maybe a little mysterious. Something subtle, not loud. Apply it at the pulse points, neck, wrists, not all over like it's air freshener. Why does this matter? Scent is the most emotional of all senses. It links directly to memory. People might forget what you said, but they'll remember how you smelled. That one detail can make someone think of you days later. It's not just attraction, it's impression, the kind that lingers in the background of someone's thoughts. And it's not about being noticed, it's about being remembered in a way that feels personal, private. Master this, and you don't just smell good. You create presence before a word is spoken, and leave it behind long after you've walked away. Number 8, be unpredictable in small ways. Most guys are routines in human form. Same clothes, same jokes, same predictable responses. You can see them coming from a mile away, and that predictability, it kills intrigue. What to do instead? Be unpredictable, but in small, intentional ways. Switch up your scent, text at a different time. Show a side of you they didn't expect, a skill, an opinion, a boundary. Not to confuse people, but to show depth. Mystery isn't about being distant, it's about being layered. When people can't quite figure you out, they stay curious. That curiosity, it's magnetic. You're not trying to be mysterious on purpose, you're just not showing all your cards at once. You have range, and you reveal it piece by piece. This keeps conversations alive, relationships exciting. And your presence, whether social or romantic, always fresh. You don't need to be unpredictable to everyone, just enough that the people around you know you're not someone they can put in a box. Number 9, stay calm when others react. Power is quiet. Most men mirror the room. Someone gets loud, they get louder. Someone panics, they jump right in. It feels like connection, but really it's emotional noise, and it strips you of presence. What to do instead? Stay calm when others react. When things escalate, you de-escalate. When people rush to speak, you pause. When the room gets loud, your stillness becomes the loudest thing there. This is what real power looks like. It's not flashy, it's not theatrical, it's steady. People instinctively trust the calmest person in the room. It's who they look to when they don't know what to do. You don't just become respected, you become centered. That's a different kind of masculine. One that doesn't need to prove, only to be. And when chaos happens, because it always does, you stay rooted. That's rare. That's valuable. And that's attractive to everyone, even if they can't explain why. You've just learned 9 powerful masculine secrets that most guys never even think about. But there's one final move, quiet, invisible, yet absolutely magnetic, that separates the men people remember from the ones they forget. Stick around, and if you're still watching, type noted, applied in the comments. Bonus point, control your stillness, the silent signal of alpha energy. Here's what most men don't even realize. They leak energy through constant movement, tapping fingers, bouncing legs, checking their phone for no reason. It's not just a habit, it's a signal, and it tells the world you're uneasy even when you're not speaking. What to do instead? Control your stillness. Hold your posture. Let your hands rest. Resist the urge to fidget. When you move, do it with purpose. Not because you need to, but because you chose to. Stillness is a silent signal. It says you're in control of yourself, your environment, and your energy. And in a world full of noise, that's rare. This bonus is for those who stayed till the end. You're not just watching, you're building. You're part of the real ones, the community we show up for every time we hit record. We see you. We appreciate you. And this final detail, it might just be the one that changes everything. If this video gave you clarity, made you think differently, or even just helped you upgrade how you show up, like the video, to help more men find this message. It supports our growth and tells the algorithm this content matters. Subscribe to the channel for daily drops like this. Real talk, real value, no fluff. And if you know someone who needs to hear this, maybe a friend who's stuck in autopilot, share this video with him. You might just change his trajectory. We've already picked the perfect next video for you. It's right there on your screen. Tap it now and keep building. Thanks for watching. You already know. We'll see you back here tomorrow.